Hey guys, BGI here, and welcome to another episode of Doki Doki Literature Club. Let's get right into it. So this is where we left off, okay. It's already Sunday. I've been getting increasingly anxious about Yuri's upcoming visit. I keep telling myself there's no reason to be nervous, but it doesn't help much. Yuri is clearly an introvert and also intimidates a person in general. There's no doubt that she'll open up a bit with just the two of us. Meanwhile, we've been texting occasionally. She was extremely apprehensive at first, but it wasn't long before I was already learning more about her. But putting Yuri aside, I haven't heard anything from Sayuri since she left the club early the other day. It's not like we text each other all the time or anything, but I've been worried about her in the back of my mind. Between what Sayuri said and Monica said, is it really for me to be okay to put Sayuri's feelings aside when she might need me? I decided to visit Sayuri before Yuri comes over. Rather than asking, I simply tell her I'm coming over, much like we've done in the past. Once I reach Sayuri's house, I knock on the door before entering it myself. Again, we used to play so often we made it a habit of simply entering each other's houses like we're a family. The house is quiet. Sayuri isn't anywhere on the first floor, so I assume she's up in her room. It's already strange of her not to run down and greet me. I head up to her bedroom, where I finally find her. Sayuri? Hi, BGI. I sit down in her room. Sayuri forces a smile, but it's easy to tell that she's different. There's a minute of silence between us. You haven't come over like this in a long time, have you? Yes, you're right. It's been a long time. Not much has really changed, has it? Sayuri's room is as messy as it's always been. I also recognize the same stuffed animals and wall decorations that she had over the years now. If you came over more often, it wouldn't be such a mess. That's because I end up cleaning it for you. How come you suddenly wanted to come over today? Aren't you supposed to see Yuri today? Yeah, but... Wait, how did you know that? Sayuri had already left by the time we decided the last meeting. Monica told me. It's totally natural for her to keep me informed about the festival preparations, right? Haha, that's true. But what about you? Aren't you going to help Monica today? Of course! But I'm just helping her online. We didn't plan to meet up or anything. So it's just me and Yuri then. Yep. There's more silence between us. Sayuri stares in a random direction. Everything about her behavior is really uncharacteristic. I finally get to the point. I just wanted to see how you were doing after you left on Friday. When something's wrong, you can't hide it from me. I know you too well. So... Sayuri smiles, shaking her head. That's no good, BGI. Eh? Why can't it just be like it's always been? Like, this is all my fault. If I didn't get so weak and accidentally express my feelings, if I didn't make that stupid mistake, then you wouldn't have been worried about me at all. You would have come here. You wouldn't have been thinking about me right now. But this is just my punishment, isn't it? I'm just getting punished for being so selfish. I think that's why the world decided to have come over today. It just wants to torture me. Sorry. I grab Sayuri by the shoulders. What on earth are you saying? Are you listening to yourself right now? I know something happened to you. There's no other explanation for you to be like this. So tell me already. Until I know, I won't be able to stop thinking about it. Sir gives me this empty smile. You really put me in a trap, BGI. But you're wrong. Nothing happened to me. I've always been like this. You're just seeing it for the first time. Seeing what? What are you talking about, sorry? Hehehe. You're really just going to make me say it, aren't you, BGI? I guess I have no choice this time. The thing is, I just really bad depression my whole life. Did you know that? Do you think I'm late to school every day? Because most days, I can't even find the reason to get out of bed. What reason is there to do anything when I fully know how worthless I am? Why go to school? Why eat? Why make friends? Why make other people put their energy and caring to waste by having them spend it on me? That's what it feels like. And that's why I just want to make everyone happy. Without anyone worrying about me. I'm in shock. I can't even figure how to respond. How is it possible that Suri kept this from me this entire time that I've known her? Did she really want it so badly for me just not to think about her? Why, Suri? Eh? Why is it that you've never told me about this? It almost feels like I've been betrayed as your close friend. Because if I knew, I would have done everything I could to support you. Even if there's only so much that I could do. I would have tried a bit harder to make every little day better for you. That's why I'm your friend. All you had to do was tell me. You don't understand at all, BGI. Why don't you think I didn't tell you? It's because if I told you, then you would have wasted effort caring about me instead of doing important things. I don't want to be cared about. It's bittersweet when people try to care about me. It feels nice sometimes, but also feels like a bat swung against my head. That's why I wanted so badly for you to make friends with everyone else. Helping everyone be happy together is the best thing for me. But then I discovered something else too. Seeing you make friends and get closer with everyone in the club, it feels like a spear going through my heart. So that's why I decided the world just wants to torture me. Every path leads to nothing but hurt. You're right that I don't understand. I don't understand your feelings at all, Siri. But I don't need to understand. Whatever it takes for me to help you stop hurting, that's what I'll do. No, BGI. There's nothing. Nothing at all. The only thing that could ever help is if everything could be like it always was. But I was selfish. I finally showed you what a horrible person I am. Tears streaked down Sari's face. I made you join the literature club because I was selfish. And I punished my heart hurting in the way that I couldn't understand. And now you came here and I made you hurt too. I'm just weak and selfish. That's all I am. And that's why I'm going to accept these punishments. Because I deserve every last one. Without thinking, I once again grabbed Sari's soldiers. This time, I pulled her tight. Embrace. BGI, sorry. I don't care if you feel selfish. I'm really happy you convinced me to join the club. Seeing you every day makes it worthwhile enough. If I make friends with everyone else, then that's just a bonus. But please, never underestimate how much I care about you. I wouldn't have it any other way. BGI? Sari isn't hugging me back. Despite my arms being wrapped around her, Sari's arms remained at her sides. She started sobbing next to my ear. No. Don't do this to me. Please don't do this. BGI? Sari barely manages to speak between her sobs. I don't know if I'm doing the right thing. All I want is for her to know that I care. If you have it in you to call yourself selfish, then you have to let me be selfish to you. No matter what it takes, I'll figure out what needs to change. I'll make these feelings go away. If there's anything that you need me to do, then you better tell me. I'll get mad if you don't. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Gently, Sari finally puts her arms around me in return. I don't know anything. It's all really scary. I don't understand any of my feelings, BGI. The only time I'm not feeling nothing is when I'm feeling pain. But your hugs are so warm. And that's really scary too. Sari lets me go. And she does, so I let her go as well. The festival is tomorrow. Yeah. It's going to be fun, right? Yeah. How would you like for me to spend it all with you? It's all what I want. I promise. I think that would be nice then. Yeah. Sari wipes her eyes. If I could spend the whole day here, I would. Out of all days, this has to be where I have other plans. Maybe I should cancel. No, don't. Please don't. If you did, then I would really wouldn't forgive you. But it's almost time for Yuri to meet me at my house. At the very least, do you want to come along and help out? It would be fun. To my surprise, Sari shakes her head. I'm sorry. I don't know if that will be very good for me today. You understand, right? It's kind of hard for me to fully understand. But I'm trying my hardest. It's okay. Don't worry too much about it. I'll see you tomorrow, okay? Alright. I look forward to it. I say goodbye to Sari and exit her house. That was nice. Really nice right there. On my way home, I find myself feeling uneasy. It's hard for me to keep thinking about it, but when Yuri is about to come over too, I think Sari's right. I shouldn't be worried too much. We're definitely going to have the greatest time tomorrow. I'll just focus on what's ahead of me. As I approach to my house, I see something that makes me feel a moment of panic. Yuri? Thank goodness. You're a little early. I'm sorry I wasn't home yet. Were you waiting for a long time? No, I just got here. But I started getting really nervous when nobody answered the doorbell. You always could have texted me. If I would have known, I would have reassured you and hurried more on my way home. I suppose that's true. I didn't think that for some reason. It should be common sense to do, but I decided to ignore it. Anyway, let's go inside. I see you brought a lot of stuff with you. That's right. And did you manage to find everything I asked you to buy as well? Yeah, pretty much. At least I hope I got everything right. I'm sure it will be fine. I take Yuri to my room. Nice room. I got my keyboard set up and mouse is lit. I don't know who puts that there. Weird. books right here. So that's crazy. The first thing she does is glance around curiously, which makes me feel anxious. It's so clean. Ah, haha. I cleaned it before you came over, so that's very considerate for you to do so. No, I would be really embarrassed for my room to be a mess while you were here. Well, I do enjoy cleaning. I would have gladly helped you clean. That would be even more embarrassing. Wait, don't look in there. I snatched Yuri's wrists, which was in the process of opening a desk drawer of mine. Ah! I'm sorry. I wasn't thinking for some reason. I was just spacing out. It's fine, it's fine. I let go of Yuri's wrist. She puts both of her hands firmly on her lap as I'm making sure she's keeping track of them. So, should we get started? Yes. I have a few things planned that you can help with. Decorations and other atmospheric enhancements. Atmospheric enhancements? You know... Oh shit, my droid. Mood lighting and aromatherapy candles. Oh wow. I didn't know you plan on taking that far. Of course. I wanted to help take our guests to a faraway place. Although many will stop just out of curiosity. And for cupcakes, I guess. I'm determined to provide the experience that will leave them wanting more. That's great. It's easy to forget that you're pretty an intense person. Intense? I guess that's the best way to put it. Is that a bad thing? No, not at all. It's something that I like about you, actually. Is that so? That makes me feel relieved. And kind of happy. Yeah, no need to be anxious. You can relax a little. Relax? I brought some things for relaxation. I was going to use them during the poetry event. Oh yeah, like what? Let's see. Yuri's rummaging through her bag. She pulls out a few candles and wooden cylinder-shaped objects. I did some shopping on the way here, so I did happen to have these in my bag. I plan to cover the window in black paper and use the candles to light the room. I think it would be amazing, don't you? Yeah, it would be really neat. What's that wooden thing though? Oh, this? It's a diffuser for essential oils. How familiar are you with aromatherapy? Not familiar at all. Is that so? It's one of my favorite contributors to a positive atmosphere. Depending on the oils or herbs you choose, you can change the mood of the air itself. You can even feel it permeate through your body. Relaxation, positive energy, romance, reflection. It's almost like magic. Yuri takes the cylinder and pushes a switch on the bottom. In just a moment, a thin ray of vapor begins to sprout through a small hole on the top. Wow, that smells wonderful. What kind of mood is that one for? This is a jasmine essential oil. It smells a little sweet and fallowy, right? Yeah, that's a good way to describe it. I chose jasmine for the event. It provides more than relaxation. Jasmine enhances your emotions and helps you feel the flow through your body. You feel warmer and your heart pounds more heavenly. Don't you think that would be perfect for sharing your poems? It does sound suitable, but you seem to know a lot about this, so I'll trust your opinion with anything. Yuri smiles gently, clearly enjoying herself. She again reaches for her bag and pulls out several spools of thin ribbon. What are those for? Well, did you purchase the origami paper I asked you to get? Yeah, I have it over here. We won't be using the paper for folding origami. What I like to do is write a different word on each paper. We will need 100 of them. Oh yeah? What will those be used for? Well, I'm going to cut pieces to the ribbon and hang them from the doorway of the classroom. Then we could fasten the paper onto the ribbon and create a doorway curtain. Wouldn't that be beautiful? It'll also catch the eye of those passing by the room. It may attract some to peek inside. That's really creative. I had no idea you'd be so good at this, Yuri. Is that so? Well, I suppose I do get a little intense, as you put it. Yuri giggles with red cheeks. Is it just me, or is she more relaxed when it's just the two of us? Or maybe it's the excitement she feels from sharing that she enjoys. Here's a marker, BGI. You can write any characters you want. I'll help you once I finish cutting the ribbons. Oh, alright. Sitting on the floor together, just the two of us to get to work. I carefully draw a different character on each paper, doing my best to manage my bad handwriting. Yuri unravels a long strand of red ribbon to her desired length. Then she reaches into her bag once more and pulls out a pocket knife. Eh? The knife is strangely beautiful. The silver handle and the intricate pattern of the waves hinged into it. The blade itself is a gently tinted blue. That's no ordinary pocket knife. It looks really fancy. Well, embarrassed, Yuri looks away. What is it? You're going to think it's weird. Yuri, what is it? I have no reason to dodge. To each their own, you know. If you promise you won't be weirded out. Yeah, I promise. Alright. This thing is, I'm kind of into knives. They're just so pretty. I can't help it. I don't know what it is, but the combination of craftsmanship and feel the danger, maybe? What am I saying? Please don't think I'm weird for this. Haha. You're laughing at me. No, I'm not laughing at you. It's just funny how nervous you got about sharing. It's, well, interesting things to be into, I guess. I think it kind of suits you. Suits me? Yeah, it's kind of intense. Besides, it's a really cool looking knife. I can't deny that. It is, isn't it? Yuri relaxes her expression once again. Would you like to hold it? Sure, I'll check it out. Yuri carefully hands me the knife with the handle facing me. I take it and turn around my hands. I feel the heavy and extremely solid. Where do you even get a knife like this? Curious of its sharpness, I feel the point of the knife with my index finger. Ow! BGI! Why did you do that? I didn't expect to be that sharp. I barely even touched it at all. It's my fault. I should have warned you. The knife is extremely sharp. It can cut through skin like paper. Oh no. A small drop of blood trickles down the side of my finger. Yuri takes my hand and gives the wound a little closer. She stares at it and noticeably fidgets. If you're squeamish, I'll go wash it off now. Ah! Without warning, Yuri puts my finger in her mouth and licks the wound. I feel her tongue curl around my finger. I instinctively pulled my hand back. Oh, please forgive me. I wasn't thinking. Yuri lowers her head, her face burning up. Yuri, that's the most embarrassing thing I ever done. How could I do something like that? I'm so sorry. I'm sorry. Sure, it was a little weird, but it took me by surprise. But I guess I wasn't just... She was just trying to help, right? Yuri, I think you're overreacting a little. She doesn't lift her head. What if she doesn't recover from this for the rest of the afternoon? Alright, you know what? This might be the stupid thing to do, but I'll do it anyway. I take Yuri's hand and lick her index finger in return. BGI? Did you really just do that? Now we're even. Oh. Yuri just looks at me like I did something wrong. I knew that would be a bad idea. If it were not for the sweet aroma of jasmine oil, the air would be extremely heavy right now. You're so weird, BDI. Yuri giggles shyly. Eh? You're calling me weird? I have no response to that. Where did you keep your bandages? I don't think I need one actually. It was a tiny cut. Look, it already stopped bleeding. I see. That's relieving. The tension is quickly lifted. We resume to our respected activities. I watch Yuri's knife to cut through the ribbon like it's nothing but air. Meanwhile, I continue to make a progress on the paper. After we finish attaching the paper to the ribbons, we lay them side out by side. It looks better than I expected, and it will be very effectively as the door curtain. It looks great. Good thinking coming up with this, Yuri. Ah, thanks. It's just something I saw online, really. Are you ready to move on to the next task? Yeah, let's do it. What do you have in mind? I like to create a banner. That's why I asked you to buy the paint tablets. Ah, that's right. One of the items Yuri had asked me to buy was a kit of watercolor painted tablets. We need about 6 cups of water to put each of the tablets in. Do you mind fetching those for us? Of course not. 6 cups of water? I'll be right back in a minute. Thank you very much. Oh, just a little bit of water, okay? If you fill the cups too much, it'll be too diluted. Okay. Taking Yuri's advice, I decided to use a small plastic bathroom cups rather than the full-size glasses. I put them on a plate to catch any paint that drips and also bring them back into my room. Yuri? Yes? As I come over to see Yuri quickly unrolling her sleeve, pulling it back over her arm. Ha, nothing. Your face is a little red. Is it too hot in here or anything? Ah, no, not at all. There's nothing wrong, so let's mix the paint. Yuri hurriedly dismisses me and takes upon it herself to unwrap the tablets, dropping them into the cups. So, I thought we would do something simple, that way we look very nice. I like to paint with a gradient across the banner, starting with the colors of for sunshine, then daytime, then sunset, and nighttime. Once it dries, I'll write an inspirational quote across the banner, and we'll hang it on the wall behind the podium at the front of the classroom. Ah, neat. What are you going to write? Well, it'll be more of a fun surprise to surprise you. Yuri smiles at me. If you say so. After rolling out the banner, Yuri and I take a kneel on the opposite sides so we don't get in the way of each other. Yuri uses a brush and adds a few dots of different colors across the banner to serve as color guides as we paint. This kind of reminds me of elementary school. Painting on a banner with watercolor feels like an art class project that we had back then. It's relaxing. I'm sorry if it feels too childish. No, I didn't mean that at all. It's kind of fun, you know? Yeah? It is fun. I'm glad you feel that way too. Yuri stops painting for a moment, thinking to herself. For me, I don't need to go out and do crazy things to have fun. In fact, I usually don't even want to. I just like when I could spend time with one other person, even if it's like something simple like reading. It doesn't even matter if we don't talk much. Just having a friend next to you makes me feel a little bit nicer. I think that's all it takes for me to be happy. Is that so? Even if Yuri and I are quite different, I can understand where she's coming from. I feel that way. Things like anime and games where simply sharing the experience with someone can make me happy. I think I feel the same way. Yuri smiles gently. I knew you'd understand. Yuri leans over the banner and grabs an unused paintbrush. But I move at the same time, causing my head to bump into hers. Ah! Sorry! Yuri reels back and I quickly lift my hand in surprise. Are you hurt? No, I'm not hurt. It just startled me, that's all. Sorry, I should have asked you to get it for me. It's not your fault. Ah, your face. There's droplets of paint on Yuri's face and neck. Is there something on my face? Yeah, I accidentally got paint on you. Sorry, it's totally my fault. I'll get a towel right away. I rushed out to fetch a small towel, then I damped it with hot water. I returned to the room and kneeled back down in front of her. Here. I pat down Yuri's face and neck with a towel. Is there something wrong? It's hot. I just didn't expect it. Sorry. I didn't want to use cold water. Having finished, I started to retract my hand. But Yuri suddenly holds my wrist. Wait. Eh? Just for a little longer. It feels really nice. I keep my hand still against Yuri's neck. She looks into my eyes. It's like an intense expression that I recognize when she reads her books. As almost if she's lost in a daze, enveloped by her own thoughts. She breathes gently, half through gently parted lips. What is happening? Is this the aroma of the jasmine oil giving me this dizzy feeling? Yuri's gentle fingers wrap around my wrist, sending a tingling sensation through my arm. And suddenly her face seems to be much closer to mine than it was just a moment ago. Suri slowly pulls away. Sorry. I've been feeling a little lightheaded today. I didn't mean to space out. It's fine. The moment was over as soon as it began. Yuri picks up her brush again, and her movements seem clumsier, but she's unable to focus. I remain silent, forced to ignore the event that just transpired. I hesitantly retrieve my own brush and continue following Yuri's example. That should do it. I finished filing the night sky with the white dots that look like stars. Looking at the banner as a whole, it's very pretty and natural looking. I think it came out better than I expected. I'm really happy with the results. Yeah, me too. Are you going to add the lettering now? Not yet. I just need to dry first. That's true, but wouldn't that take a while? Well, perhaps it would be best for me to leave it here. Then you have to bring it in the morning. I can do the lettering in the classroom before the event starts. Is that okay? That's totally fine. Wonderful. In that case, I don't think there's anything for us to do here. Phew. You say like you're glad it's over. Was I wrong to assume that you were at least enjoying yourself a little bit? Oh no, it's not. That's not it. I'm just glad we managed to get everything done. I see. I am too. I was just a little concerned about the time. I just need to start making dinner soon. So you don't have any time left? I was secretly hoping that we would have extra time after finishing the work. Well... Yuri thinks to herself. I think it would be too irresponsible for me to wait much longer. I'm sorry. I was hoping there would be more time as well. It's probably my fault. I was sorry for being such a slow worker. No, it's not your fault at all. And the most important thing that we got everything done, right? Yeah, so I shouldn't be disappointed or anything. Gathering all their things, Yuri seems to look a little downcast. I understand why. It sounds like she really gets the opportunity to spend time with friends and relax in the environment. But that doesn't mean that this is the last time it happened. Once Yuri packs up, I'll walk her out in the front door. Thank you very much for having me today. No problem. I'm glad I was able to help. Just let me know if there's anything else you need to bring tomorrow. I will. Well then. Yuri fidgets. I guess I'll see you tomorrow? Wait. I kinda say that without thinking. About today, it's fine that we didn't have much time as we wanted, because we could do this again. Whenever you want, you could come over or we could go hang out somewhere. And I forgot, if we don't like going out much, as I stumble over my words, Yuri simply smiles bashfully. Anyway, you know what I'm trying to say, so... You're very thoughtful, BGI. Yuri takes a step closer to me, then briefly squeezes my hand. I kind of like that about you. Well, how am I supposed to respond to that? But I don't even get a chance as Yuri suddenly pulls back. Sorry? Eh? Hi, BGI. Sorry? Just now we weren't, It's okay, BGI. I just stopped by to say hi. Well, it's nice to see you. I'm sorry, but I'm already on my way to leave. Oh, really? That's too bad. I'm sorry. But we'll all be there together at the festival tomorrow, so that's just fine, right? Of course. Sorry, Beams. Yeah, so I'll see you tomorrow. Clearly embarrassed, Yuri hurtles off. Sorry waves goodbye after her. Sorry? I thought you didn't want to come over today. Well, I tried staying in my room, but my imagination was being really mean to me, so I had to come over and see it for myself. See what? What are you talking about? You know, how much fun you're having with Yuri. And how close you got to her. It makes me really happy that you made such good friends. That's all that matters to me. Tears start to fall down Sayuri's face. That's all that matters to me. Why am I feeling this way, BGI? Am I supposed to be happy for you? Why does it feel like my heart is splitting in half? It hurts so much. Everything hurts so much. This would be so much better if I could have just disappeared. Sorry, don't say that. It's true, BGI. If I wasn't here, then you wouldn't have wasted your sympathy on me. You wouldn't have put me with being selfish. Monica was right. I should just... Monica was right about what? Sorry? What I said before is true. I'm not going to let this continue. Caring about you like this isn't a burden your mind is making it out to be. It's sometimes that makes me happy. It's something that I wouldn't trade for anything else. So even if it takes an entire lifetime, I'm going to be by your side until you don't feel any more pain. But... Sorry, looks away. I put a hand on her shoulder to reassure her. I'm scared, BGI. I'm really scared. What are you scared of, Sorry? I'm scared that I might like you more than you like me. Sorry? It's true, isn't it? I was weak and started to like you too much. I did this to myself. BGI? I like you so much that I want to die. That's how I feel. And that's enough, Sayuri. I don't want to hurt you anymore. I slid my hand down Sayuri's arm and squeezed her hand my own. Do you remember how I said I always know what's best for you? Do you still believe me? Wordlessly, Sayuri nods. If you don't understand of all your own feelings, I know you need the most right now. And that's what I'm going to give you. I love her. She's nice, caring person. And I think she does deserve the world. Including myself, of my imagination character. I'll say I love her. I love you. Eh? Those are my true feelings. So there's no way it could be more than I like you. I should have realized it sooner. But spending time with everyone at the club, making new friends, and having fun with you every day, it helped me realize that you're truly the most important person to me. That's why I'll accept you any of your burdens, as long as we continue like this every day, with you by my side. And then we'll both be happy. BGI? Suddenly, Sari wraps her arms around me tightly. BGI? Is this really okay? Yeah. I hold Sari in my arms and pull her closer. You never had to let go of me again. I love you, BGI. I want to be with you forever. Me too. I feel Sari grips around me weakens a bit. What is this? Sorry? Am I supposed to be happy right now? I always thought this would be the happiest moment for me. But why? Even now? Why won't the rain clouds go away? They're not going away at all, BGI. It's okay, Sari. It might take some time for things to get better again. But no matter how long it takes, I'll be there every step of the way. That's all that matters right now. Okay. I trust you. Sari and I slowly release each other. So, I guess that makes the festival tomorrow our first date, huh? What are you saying? I don't want to think about those things, you know? I want everything to be the same as it always has been, even if we really are a couple. I don't know if I can handle anything more right now. It's really new and scary to me. I understand. We'll go at whatever place suits you the best. Hey, BGI. Sari gazes at me once again, smiling sadly. Even if I really get really sad, this is one of the best things for me, right? Eh? I don't really understand what Sari means by that. Are you saying that this is what's making you feel sad, Sari? I don't know. I don't understand what I'm feeling. It felt like a bunch of thorns when you told me you love me. But that's why I want to trust you. You know what's best for me. Yeah, I do. That's my promise. As I say that in reality, but I never felt most uncertain when it comes to Sari. I know that I love her and she loves me, but I'm having so much trouble understanding Sari's feelings as she is. Even though I can comfort her, I'll keep wondering if I should be doing something more or something different. I know these thoughts will come to continue and to plague me until these things are back to the way they were. Is that what Sari meant by not wanting anything to change? I don't know. But I know that I'll give everything I've got. Sari is the most important person to me. And I'll do whatever it takes to have a happy future with her.